A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that.
I'm just gonna start at the beginning, with the house. I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh, geez. I forgot that the letters just...
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Oh, dear.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Oh, I ended up making it to the house.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
It was kind of hard to navigate.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Now, granted, I love the house. It's huge. I love it.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Maybe the house was cursed. I don't know.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
No.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me. Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Bleach!
Oh, good. Something to drink. Just
Uh-huh.
The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
And I love this kitchen. I want it to be my kitchen.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Nothing changed since they
Like how
left,
after Louis
yet
started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon.
there's like no
Except our
dust
cat,
or mold or
Molly.
anything.
I'm sure there is.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
There's a lot of books.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Can I just like sit down and take a nap? I really like this.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Oh. Pretty nice.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Buzz, 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 buzz. Who's buzzing me? That's a lot of salmon.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library. After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Oh.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
That's impressive.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
What is this, the bathroom?
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left. Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Are you burning something in there?
No.
It smells like you're cooking fried chickens. You're just like, no. But you wish.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
I like this. It's really pretty.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Ooh, spooky. Ooh.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Oh, that's nice.
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
What I never got was, why were there so many secret compartments in this house?
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh, good. I didn't eat the gerbil or its poop.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Aw.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep. Eat the fish.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Aww.
I kept eating and eating. I ate a lot of things that night. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly,
Good.
I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
I can't see. Where do I go from here? I like how I have like a little bell. Do you think the little girl was hallucinating when she ate the toothpaste?
I jumped and I almost
The
got her.
holly berries?
Big brother man.
Yeah, she somehow knew she was going to die. That's why I don't understand.
What was her name again?
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Ew. Oh, I clipped through the fucking thing.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was
What?
eating that mama bird.
Animals that died of kids 2 days after.
Oh. That's why you should never send your children to bed without supper. They'll start eating a whole bunch of shit and die. I don't know. I don't know where to go. Did I jump up there? Oh. For a cat, I'm very nimble.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Yeah, after consuming the holly berries, which causes hallucinations due to excessive body stress and lack of oxygen. So, the combination of acid, orthodox, and potentially chlorinated toothpaste and lethal to children, especially. And by the resulting hallucinations throughout the rest of the story.
Rabbits.
She did not went to bed. She did in a hallucinated state, only to fall asleep at some time.
just looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
Oh, jeez.
Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit.
Wait, what?
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Oh my god! I remember this part. Oh my god! David, I'm at the shark! I'm at the shark! Oh my god,
Oh,
yes!
right, this part.
Ah! Whee! Whee! Oh!
I rolled off
Oh,
a cliff
shit.
and into the ocean. Now,
Oh
hungrier
my
than
god!
I think it's already 76 degrees.
I wanted fat, juicy seeds.
Oh no,
I
not
tore
the
off her
sail!
flipper, and it tasted really good.
No. Damn. Come here, you little shit. I'm gonna eat you alive.
Grabbed on tight. When I was so
no.
hungry, I jumped out of the water.
Oh,
When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
oh god, this part, no. What am I supposed to do? Oh,
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
no. Yeah. Oh, that's actually really cool. Look at the letters in my chemicals. I think out of all the stories, this is like the most interesting one.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
I ate him style. Really, with that? I've heard it.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Oh, I want to eat him? Go get the birds. Oh, this poor unfortunate soul. He has no idea what's coming. The birds are catching me. Ah, I cut through the wall.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new.
A baby
Something
bird?
I had to
Where?
have, so I swam towards it.
Oh, I want to see the bird. Okay. Oh, no, the game's gonna have to wait. No. I didn't.
I'll fucking eat the birds.
No!
I will devour their soul.
No! Don't devour their souls!
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Oh! It came out of a toilet. Mr. Chair, Mr. Toilet, no.
I got closer and closer.
Supposed to be closer to what? You and your parents?
All my stomach started growling.
Ooh.
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
For a little girl, she had a very demented mind.
It's demented, it's just hallucinating.
Oh.
That room has been left like that for
I'm not sure if I believed all of that,
That's a
but I'm
long
sure
time.
Edie would have.
Okay, now let's just turn into a cat and just go out this window. Ah! Please stand by. We are having tentacled difficulties. I got you.
This would be obvious
in
later,
the chat.
but my mom never told me any of these
Seems a
stories.
friendly young chap.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Aww. David, we need to adopt a stray cat and name it Molly.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Oh, this is a room that has all the dead birds in it. Well, none of them are really... Well, they are dead, but they're not, like, in here. It's just pictures. She had a lot of birds.
Her room was like a museum. For
Ooh.
500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Aw.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
I think he took the curse with him.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Aw, what a nice family.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Do you remember how Louis died?
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Aw.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie
Oh,
refused
bless
to go.
me. I'm a
For a few
sneezy
weeks,
bitch.
she was a celebrity.
Ugh, I think standing by that window with all the dust made me sneeze.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Ugh, look at this shaggy bathroom with all the pink. Ah.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Oh, my lord.
It was a pretty big trace.
Oh, there's a door here.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh. Ooh.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Ah, darkroom days never cease to amaze me. Hey, Dave, remember the photo lab?
Yeah. How did I forget it? To this day, I still don't understand what was going on there.
I think you were too focused on something else.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Oh.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Wait, what?
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Yeah.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
Oh gosh, I remember
Maybe
when we
if I
were
hadn't
kids,
said
we
that.
tried doing this.
I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The day he made
Oh,
up his mind
jeez,
to fly.
no.
And he did.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, he flew alright.
Yeah, he flew.
He flew all the way to heaven.
Kevin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
That was very dark. Oh my god.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
That sucks that you have to continue sharing a room with your dead brother.
Hey, sometimes twins have to share the same room.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the
Well,
room
I
again.
understand that, but there's plenty of rooms in the house. Why couldn't he just have his own room?
I don't know, the family's fucked and weird.
Oh.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh. Oh wait, that's not there. Okay, just keep going straight. Hello? Oh, there you go.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Because she was a child star, duh. Oh, this part was
Of
actually
all the
really
stories
cool.
people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate.
Oh no, boyfriend Rick!
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
I wonder,
So
there's a diagram
Barbara
online where
got
we can
stuck
actually see the
babysitting her
Finch
youngest brother,
family tree.
Walter.
Because there's so many people
Her
that
convention
died.
comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm
Wiki!
hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
actually a little trippy. Whoa.
You get a trophy for knocking all the balls.
What balls?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Hacha! 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 Can't reach it. Ah, there we go. Woo! Knock them all out. Knock them dead. Knock them dead. Woo! Yay! I got a trophy. Oh. Oh. Hello. Get out of my way, sir. Thank you.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Interesting. Okay. Ooh, blood. Wait, is that Barbara as a totem pole? Ugh. It's very
It rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh dear! Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
She threw him out. She kept giving her something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching
That's
the
so
late
funny.
picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there?
Ah!
Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
I still have the crutch. Oh yeah, I gotta go upstairs. Whoa, hey, what are you doing? Get out of here.
Walter, are you there? Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barb returned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Now she's in Molly's room. Can I leave Molly's room? Probably not.
Years, the hinges grow. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
And gone.
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story.
So Barbara was murdered?
Tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her.
Oh.
Her ear.
Oh, got her ear.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
The pumpkin. Oh, golly gee whiz.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Somebody said, we just waited an hour to see our pediatrician. As soon as he walked in, my toddler took his hand and pointed to his watch and said, this is a clock, which is the most passive-aggressive thing I've ever witnessed.
That's funny. Pumpkinhead reminds me of Crypt Keeper Skeleton Guy with the puns.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yeah. I never watched a Crypt Keeper, but I know who that is. And I don't really care for scary stuff.
From Tales?
Yeah, Tales from the Crypt. No, that was Abby sing. But,
She was really all on that one year, I remember that. She was? I don't know why you're laughing.
It's funny. It's funny as shit now. Hey, what are you doing?
Sit over here. Yeah.
No!
Harass.
No!
No one would be able to hear the
Oh, gotta turn it this way. There we go. Now I gotta go into the scary, spooky basement. It's my turn to die. Hey! Get your foot away from me.
Okay.
It's oddly bright down here.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Oh, this part.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Nope. Come on, open. Oh. There we go. Whoa.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
basement. I got popsicles. All freezer full.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
I forgot who Walter was.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Oh, that was him. That was in the... Oh. A long time.
If there's a pattern in all these stories...
Well, I mean, at least we have food down
I think
here.
it's that none of us has gotten very far.
No, that's kind of nice, but depressing at the same time.
Goodbye,
to
everyone.
2005.
I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started,
Vibration is back!
but after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Always on cue.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired.
Do you think he went
waiting.
insane?
Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can. I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake.
Achha!
But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one little day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Then he got run over by a train. Immediately he got ran over by a train. That's sad.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Oh yeah, he kept quiet. He didn't talk to anybody. Oh, he aged.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
And down I go.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
The whole cliffside is gone. Where the train will come, it's like all gone.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
That's just depressing.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Oh wait, shit.
And the history you're a part of.
Can I go in there? No, I guess not. No, I guess I go this way. This is nice. This is a nice little
Though to be
beach.
honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
This is very nice. I want this life. But then again, not really.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Okay, where to go? It's dark, I can't see. Oh my god. Oh, well, I'll just follow the path of doom.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
So sad.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Well, sometimes you gotta.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but
The pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
All the burbs! All the burbs are
3 of
buried
the
here.
gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Aw. Oh, it's a kitty! Aw. So wait, hold on. 1937, 1950. I like their tombstones.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Did you ever figure out what that red blinking was? Over there, where the
That was the house.
is there like a light there?
Yeah, that was the original house.
Oh, okay. Am I supposed
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
There's a light still there. Oh. Oh, wrong way.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Oh, treehouse. Well, this is
But
nice.
looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Jump, girl. There we go.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
I'm over here, Dad.
Okay, well, why can't I move?
What?
Oh.
Perfect.
Aww.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
I'll never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Yeah, what am I supposed to photograph?
Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
I am a photographer. I have the skills.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
What?
Dad, I...
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything.
Oh, shit. Okay. I
Great
didn't know that was
shot,
coming.
Don! I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Oh, okay.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh, Jesus Christ. What a...
What hell of timing.
Yeah, what hell of a timing.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me. Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something. After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Oh, that looks really cute.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Hold on, I'm texting. Oh, oh no, not this part. This part's sad. No. Can I pause this? Oh, okay. Texting.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Oh, poor little whale, I'll save you. There we go.
know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Hold on, I don't want this.
I wish you could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too.
Aww.
Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Oh, Doug! David, Doug's on! He's in the chat! Oh, Dave says hey.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here.
And welcome
but
to
Gus
the game
declined,
called
and
the
as a sign
What
held up his
Remains
middle
of
finger.
Edith Finch. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, that was really funny.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Oh, okay. There you go.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Just taking all your shit, people.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Oh no.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
Oh yeah, I'm fine, Doug. That's a
Mom
long
told me
story.
If I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
If you want, we can actually, do a video chat if you're free today.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
What time?
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. Louis was born a year later.
Cause like I can stop the stream now. It is, what time is it? It's 12:16 my time, so in your time. David, are you asleep? Okay, David's asleep, never mind.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can get
The house
off
had to be
now
a
and
little
we can
bigger,
chat.
but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
I just need to figure out how this save mechanic works for this game.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
What? I thought you were asleep. Yeah, 5 minutes later. Okay, well let me get indoors real quick and then I'll get off. Oh, neato. Okay. Okie dokie, I will. Thank you all for joining me on this wonderful evening. My name is the Red Rose the Millions. Wait, did I say evening?
Yeah, you did. Are you out of your damn mind?
Yes, I am out of my damn mind. Okay, so let me go ahead and get off. I'll come back to this game probably again later today. I actually might finish it. Well, it's not that long either. I could probably finish it today, right? You have a new follower, Cute Girl 16988. What? Who's following me? Crazy?